Good morning, Falcons. Today is Thursday, February 11th. I'm Paige Grimshaw.
And I'm David Chason. It looks like it's going to be a cold one out there today. We'll have a high temperature of 21 and a low of 12.
February 11th is National Make a Friend Day. Get out there, Falcons, and say hello to someone new, at a distance, of course. Now here are today's announcements.
The 8th grade boys basketball team finished up their season on Saturday morning in the Hamilton County tournament.
The guys made up for an earlier season loss to Westfield in the morning game. They had a dominant second half and won 44-25, led by Braden Totten, 18 points.
In the championship game, they battled through a tough first half, but they never gave up and battled back from 12 points down to have a shot to win at the end. They fell to Fishers Junior High and finished runners-up by a score of 45-47.
Brady Kaler led the way that game with 18 points. This year's team included Cameron Belmer, Brennan Baker, Eli Bennett, KJ Bradley, Oscar Fox, Evan Haas, Dylan James, Vaughn Johnson, Carter Kearney, Brady Kaler, Josh Logan, Austin McClure, Deacon Ruslick, Gabe Russell, Logan Sigler, Quentin Tarbett, and Braden Totten. Congratulations on a strong finish to the season. Let's send it over to Mr. Rosenbaum as he meets with our guidance department for some important information about scheduling classes for next year.
Hey Falcons, this is Mr. Rosenbaum. I'm here today at our teacher feature with Mrs. Brooks, our 7th grade counselor this year. And as we get going, I always just like to start by giving you a chance to tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of what got you here to Fall Creek Junior High.
All right. Hi Falcons, happy to be here. So I'm Mrs. Brooks, I'm the 7th grade school counselor, and this is my 14th year as a school counselor. Previously, I was also at a high school doing school counseling for about 8 years, and now I am in my 6th year here at Fall Creek Junior High.
So when we hear the word counseling, some of us might not know what that means. Is it just scheduling? What exactly is the counseling role here at Fall Creek?
All right, well, we do lots of different things. Scheduling is one of them, which we're doing right now. We do some academic information and talking kids through different academic subjects and things that they have questions about. But we also work with students and families on different personal, social, emotional things, as well as just anything that might come up in life that you might need some support through.
It kind of seems like this is the hub for everything.
A little bit of everything, yeah, exactly.
Excellent. And you've been here for what, 5-6 years now?
Yep.
So what are kind of the things that stand out to you about making Fall Creek Junior High a special place?
I really like it here. I think the most special piece is the people. The students, the staff, and the parents are just really great to work with. We have some of the best that I've worked with, and I'm just happy to be here. I think it's the people.
Awesome. And then finally, I always like to kind of find out a little bit about you, not as 7th grade counselor Mrs. Brooks. What do you do when you're not here?
So my biggest role when I'm not at school is mom. So I have 3 little ones. They are 7, 6, and 4. So we spend a lot of time doing things as a family. With my husband, we like to be outside. We do a lot of riding bikes, taking hikes, walking, doing sports, those kinds of things. Now in the winter, we're usually inside. We like doing games and puzzles and that kind of stuff together.
Awesome. Very nice. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, if you've watched this, I always like to play our word game.
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen this, I like to give a word, and then Mrs. Brooks is going to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Got it.
All right?
Yep.
And she doesn't know what I'm going to say.
Nope, not at all.
But she mentioned the word winter, and when I think of winter, I thought of a word. So your word for the day is going to be snow.
Snow tubing, because I'm going to go snow tubing with our family here in the next week.
That sounds awesome,
Yep.
and it was really close, but the actual answer was skiing and snowboarding. I would have taken those two, tubing.
Sorry,
really
I have little kids.
Awesome, very cool. Well, now, 7th grade, you might not know, but we are kind of starting to ramp up the class signups.
Oh yes, they should know.
They should know.
Yes.
So tell us what we need to know, what's out there,
Got it.
all the little details.
All right, so 7th graders, you are currently making your course selections. Those are due by Friday, February 12th. All of that information is posted in the Counseling Canvas page along with the link to the course selection form. So make sure that you talk about that with your parents and then get that form submitted by Friday, February 12th, so we can start getting all that information entered from our end and building schedules for next year. If you have questions, just give me an email and we will talk through any problems or concerns that you have. But the current 8th graders, you guys are also in the middle of getting ready for high school scheduling. So your course selections, 8th graders, will be entered in Skyward. And so this is something new. There's lots of information videos posted on the class of 2025 Canvas pages, so make sure you look there if you have questions. The other piece is you will be having a high school scheduling appointment with your high school counselor at the end of the month. An email has gone home to your parents for them to choose a time and day for those appointments. So you will need to check with your parents to make sure they scheduled an appointment and to see when that appointment is. You will then get an email reminder when it is your appointment day and time. So those are the 2 things that current 8th graders need to be doing. Submit your course selections in Skyward and check to see when your scheduling appointment is. Those will all be at the end of the month starting on February 24th. If you have any questions, you can email Mr. Collins, but the information is posted in Canvas on the class of 2025 course pages. There
Excellent.
we go. Yep.
Well, tomorrow's Friday, and so I think that's February 12th.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
That's 7th graders deadline. 8th graders, you have up until your high school scheduling appointment.
Perfect.
If you have questions, just let us know. We're happy to help.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having me.
it. Mrs. Brooks, our 7th grade counselor.
Bye, guys.
Attention 8th grade students. As you get closer to your freshman year, the engineering teachers at the high school level wanted to remind you that both high schools have engineering programs available.
Let's take a look at this short video that will help describe what you would do and learn if you decide to follow the engineering program pathway.
You get to build stuff, you get to do statistics. It helps me with math, science. I really like the brainstorming and the design process and the hands-on.
The teamwork, most of all, getting together in a group of 3, all of us pulling our own weight and coming together to create like an amazing project.
You get a really great idea of just in general how the world works. Like even if you're not planning to go into engineering, it gives you a great kind of insight as to how things work and why things are the way they are.
Our country needs more engineers. We need more technical people. Project Lead the Way allows us to start those people, those students on that path.
Learning problem-solving skills that Project Lead the Way curriculum teaches you is going to help you in whatever field that you go through.
We offer engineering for high school students that require students to think critically, to problem solve, but also to learn critical skills that will give them the advantage in the marketplace.
I feel like I've learned a lot better teamwork skills from group projects.
A lot of hands-on projects, get to destroy it and then rebuild it.
The opportunities for these are amazing. There's so many different types of courses.
It gets you prepared and ready for college and then eventually for the real world.
You take the theory and you apply it with hands-on skills, and the students see the relationships and they grow from there.
They're more successful. It works.
My dad is an engineer, and he said that what we are doing in class is the basics of what he will do in his job.
It's the best package I've ever seen.
It is amazing. If you are interested in science, math, anything of that sort, it's definitely something you should take. It's a life-changing experience.
If you are interested, be sure to talk to your guidance counselor for more information.
Do you want to watch the FCJ performance of Schoolhouse Rock Jr.? We will be performing the show in person during SOAR on Tuesday, February 23rd for Red Group and Thursday, February 25th for Blue Group.
Tickets are $4 and can be purchased before school next to the guidance office starting next week. If you are virtual or would rather watch our Friday night live stream, let Ms. Haymaker know and she will get you a coupon code for Friday, February 26th at 7 p.m. Hope to see you there. This week's Book of the Week is another great one, written by acclaimed author Angie Thomas. Concrete Rose is the story of a 17-year-old Maverick Carter, a series of surprises that will change his life forever, force him to question his past, and his life on the streets. Loyalty, revenge, and responsibility threaten to tear Mav apart, especially after a brutal murder of the loved one. He'll have to find out for himself what it really means to be a man. Angie Thomas is the first winner of the Walter Dean Myers Grant in 2015. Her novel, The Hate U Give, started as a senior project in college and debuted at #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. The Hate U Give was adapted into a critically acclaimed film from Fox 2000, starring Amanda Steinberg and directed by George Tillman Jr. Find Concrete Rose and The Hate U Give in a media center near you. Thanks for tuning in, Falcons. Remember, Sunday is Valentine's Day. Make sure to do something special for the people that you love.
Have a great day, Falcons. Remember to be safe, optimistic, accountable, and respectful.
This week's book of the week is another great one, written by acclaimed author Angie Thomas. Concrete Mixer... Nope.